Hello again, YouTube. Make sure you tap that subscribe button down at the bottom. Tap that notification bell so you will receive notifications every time I post a video. And I'm sorry, I am getting over a cold. I'm kind of coming down with a cold, so excuse my voice. But I am coming today with a very unfortunate story, and it is coming from out of my hometown here in Little Rock, Arkansas. And it is about a 8-year-old girl who attends Watson Elementary School. And she, according to the news, she was in a counseling session, and I think it was time for her to go back to class or something like that. They say that she threw a tantrum, and one of the security guards, one of the staff members, the security guard at the school, a man actually by the name of Chris Kerrigan. I don't believe they mentioned his name in the story, but I mentioned it on my YouTube. Yes, I am. So his name was Chris, and he was a security guard. He grabbed her by the hood of her jacket and ended up snatching her up so hard. He had one of her braids actually unraveled in her hood, and it yanked her braid from her scalp, caused her to have a bald spot. So this is fair use, and this is a news story coming from out of Fox 16 via Donna Terrell. So check this out.
Then you're also angry at yourself because you're a parent and you're not there to protect your child.
A Little Rock mother is distraught after her 8-year-old had her braid ripped off her head. And tonight that mom is blaming the staff member at her daughter's school. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for Fox 16 News. I'm Donna Terrell. Haley Brooks sat down for an exclusive interview with this mother and daughter. Haley, what did they tell you?
Donna, she says a staff member came to get her daughter after a counseling session. Her daughter didn't want to go and had a tantrum on the floor. The mother says the staff member picked the girl off the floor by her jacket and hair, which pulled a big chunk out.
And I lifted up her braid to see if her hair was gone, and her hair was gone.
An incident Wednesday at the Watson Elementary School left this mom in tears and her daughter with a painful bald spot.
You have to stop crying so I can understand what you're saying. He pulled my hair out.
Renetta Klingscale says it all started when her 8-year-old had a temper tantrum at school, and it's ending in a nightmare. A nightmare she saw for herself on the school surveillance video.
She's on the ground, and he yanked her up. And I guess when he yanked her up, he had her hair off into the jacket and pulled her hair out from the roots. Her hair was braided all the way down to here. And this is how much hair is missing from her head.
Klingscale says her daughter does have behavior problems sometimes, and the school even has a plan in place for situations like this.
She has ADHD. That does not excuse her behavior. But at the same time, that does not justify you putting your hands on my daughter to the point where you rip her hair from her scalp.
Klingscale now has a 3rd grader who doesn't even want to get out of bed.
My daughter scared to go to school. I don't know. I don't want her in the school. I don't feel safe. I don't want her there because I don't feel that she'll be protected.
I did reach out to the school. They say the staff member is on paid administrative leave pending an investigation.
You should never put your hand on a child like that, especially a child that does not belong to you.
Right.
Now, the family is looking for a new school to attend, but in the meantime, the little girl will go back to Watson Elementary School starting tomorrow.
So she's going to go back to school. Certainly there must be some emotional issues, because you mentioned that she didn't want to get out of bed. And when I say emotional issues, I mean affected to this incident. How are they dealing with that? How is the mom able to calm the child and let her know that everything's going to be okay?
I mean, obviously there's a lot of pain, as you can see there, physical and emotional. So they're just working through it together. It's still very new. It just happened yesterday. So she didn't go to school today. She'll be back in school tomorrow. And they're just working on it together. Like the mom is trying to make finding a new hairstyle fun so it's not so traumatic. But
good.
I think, I mean, obviously it's still going to be a hard situation no matter what.
Hopefully they'll get through it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, so there's that. So you heard the story as far as how the news presented it. And something that I did notice is that you have this girl's mother. You're interviewing with her. She's on camera. Okay. Okay, the little girl is in the picture, but the guy that did this, his name is nowhere around, and no pictures of him in the report. I guess it's for the school to cover their ass, I guess. But this waste man, Chris Kerrigan, this piece of crap of a man that did this, he is weak. He is weak, and this guy does he never ever ever need to work around or with anyone children, because it seemed like to me he don't have any self-restraint. He don't have any control. Imagine what this man can do. Imagine allowing this man to keep his job so he can go out here and have another chance to scar someone else's child. That girl is gonna, yes, her hair, it will grow back. Okay, you put some castor oil, you take care of it, you rub it and manipulate it. Her hair will grow back. But the scars that he did to her will stick to this young girl for a very long time. And this man, that why they got him on basically a vacation, he needs to lose his job. And speaking of that, if you guys wanted to contact the Little Rock School District pertaining Chris Kerrigan in his position with the school district, please call 501-447-1000. That's 501-447-1000 concerning this situation about Watson Elementary, because this guy, he don't ever need to work with anybody kids. And if you ask me, I believe that, well, I hope that the parents and the family get a good lawyer, because this guy should have charges brought against him. And from what I heard from the post that I seen on Facebook, which I will drop down in the description box if you guys want to check it out, he is actually a pastor. Yep, he is a pastor, a man of the cloth. Huh. Okay. But this story here, when I heard it, I got mad. When I see stuff about kids, I feel like it's my child, because it can be anyone's child when it comes to stuff like this. And it's up to us to defend our children and protect our children. So please call Little Rock School District about Chris Kerrigan. Again, that phone number is 501-447-1000. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure you tap that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you will receive notifications every time I post. And as usual, I am Katie Talk 101, and I am always talking. Love you, YouTube.